to a brand new episode here on Carmen's Farm. So after yesterday's busy day of collecting the grass and cutting the grass, we also fertilised the soybeans as well. And that's what we're going to be doing first thing today as well. We're going to be fertilising the soybeans. We also need to go and collect those 2 bales. I think there's 2 bales there, or 2 or 3 bales there. But we'll take the teleporter, and I don't think actually it fits, does it, to the Stewart trailer? So we'll take them. We'll maybe have to just bring them back. Well, now I can take the bale chaser, can't I? It's all right. Thinking out loud again. Right. So obviously we've moved on to the next day, as I do every day before I start the day. I always have a look in the used equipment section. And there are a couple of things in there that I would really like to buy. So that's the first job of the day. We're going to do some spending. So the first thing we're going to do before it disappears is buy this Stewart trailer, because we are going to need a Stewart trailer. Or we're going to need a trailer. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Stewart trailer, but we are going to need a trailer. And so we'll get this one. Very good. At 17,000, bit of a bargain. And I'm also thinking about buying a 6-meter seed drill. I just sort of kind of think, I mean, it's going to mess up our fertilizer spreader, because that's 27 meters, and 27 meters obviously doesn't go into 6. So what's this one do? Oh, I gotcha. Row control, what's that? These are new features I've never discovered. Ooh, look at that, that's a bit fancy. Obviously we'd have ridge markers on it. But I'm thinking about buying that seed drill as well. I just sort of kind of think that it might be a, and that might be an option as well, because obviously 6 meters, so we could do 36 meter tram lines, and then we could change the God, I can't think. Change the sprayer. In which case, actually, let's just have a little look, because there are a few sprayers that I've never used. But oh, it's 285. That's no good. 250. That's no good. 354. That's no good. I got a feeling these are all going to be too high. Yeah. That one is only just too high, mind. No problem. Let's go into here. See what we've got. We've got that one that it doesn't require any horsepower, and it's a 36 meter. We've got that one that's also a 36 meter. That one looks quite nice, to be fair. We'd have to go 36 meter on that. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad actually. That's quite nice. Obviously it doesn't have spot control, but we're not bothered about that anyway, because we're not playing with thingy. And that one's quite nice. That's actually got a very big tank on it. Yeah, so a couple of options there in the sprayer department, but the next thing we're going to buy is our combine, because what I don't want to do is get doing all these other things and then we forget our combine. So we could not have that one. There is one here that we can have, this one. Though this is 196 horsepower. 225, so that one. I just wonder whether this one is under. No, that goes way over. Alright, so we will take this one. We will of course put it on wide tyres. Design colour 2005, 2020 plus, 2020. Yeah, that'll do. Chaff blower. No, because we'll be trailing. Extra lights. Yeah, we'll have extra lights. Yeah, that's not. I was just making sure none of this is affecting the horsepowerage, which I didn't think it would do. No, I don't need GPS. We'll buy that. Excellente. And then obviously we need a header. Best way to do this is this way. Oh, not this way. This way. Alright, we will go for a 7.5 meter one. Yep. Yep. Stickers, we'll have the new stickers. There we go. Do we need a class trailing? No. Once we get it to the farm, we'll be grand. We don't have to go underneath that bridge either. Yeah, no, so that's fine. But it's just whether or not I want to buy that drill. Anyway, that's the main thing bought. So the next thing we're going to do, because we should have some hay as well. Let's just go and check, make sure. Yeah, so we've got some hay, we've got grass, so that will need loading back in. So we'll get the, and the other thing we'll need as well is a water tank. Which should be this one. And we'll go for that one. Just because I've used it before and I know it's good. So that's the water tank. And we'll also, as I say, today get some cows. So what we'll do is we will buy some cows and then we will get that trailer, transfer the grass over to, or the hay as it is now, over to here, and then we will be jobs are good. And so what we will do is we'll go for Angus, and we will go for that, and we'll have 10 of each, so 10 of them. I always think it's better, I mean it's just me personally and I don't know nothing about sort of cattle farming or anything like that, but I always think it's better to go for the middle ones because they're already sort of mature enough to breed when you know their production and their health gets to 100%. But not only that, obviously they then, as soon as they do breed, they've now made the next generation of cows obviously, but then also you know they're sort of now coming into maturity where we can look to make some quick money from them. I realise that then does leave us, you know, a year or two without sort of any cows to make money off. But by the time you come to sell those, the original cows, the first set of cows that they produce are now producing as well. So it sort of kind of does work out. Oh, this might be a bit close. I may have made a mess of this. No, we're okay. We're okay. I thought I'd put that too close. But anyway, we're not going to need all of this. We're not going to need all that much in here at all, but we will just fill it up. In fact, we'll stop there. We won't need all that. Alright, and then we will put it in there. Our wheat is soon going to be ready. I would say that's got another growth stage to go, and then we are ready with that one. And as I say, once we get producing crops, then the reliance of money from doing silage bales will slowly dissipate because we just, well, are miscalculated. I'll tell you what would be handy if this would suck that up. Let's have a go. It might work. It sort of does work. It would save me loading it with the very realistic. I get that, but yeah, I might do that off camera. Right, let's get the soybeans next. Done. Jeez. And we might even now make another field. Just before I do go past the wheat. I have done this one, haven't I? Yep. The wheat seems to have stopped growing, and it's a horrible colour, isn't it? I suppose it's because this is a map that doesn't use bullet bills, or I think it's bullet bills. Doesn't use his texture pack. But anyway, for the second episode in a row, let's get this fertilised. This will be the last time we need to do this. I don't know about that drill, because I do like this mod. We had one of these on the farm where I worked. They preferred this to sprayers, and also the traditional disc spinners. And the reason why we sort of preferred it more was that, and this is, you know, our experience and what we found. So I'm, you know, by no means saying just because this is the way we did it on the farm is right or wrong, but this is, you know, our reasonings for it was that because the fertilizer in a way drops down as if coming out of a nozzle like a sprayer, we found that we had far less wastage. Because although the disc spinners are fairly accurate, if it says it's going to chuck it 36 meters, within reason, give or take a meter or two, it's 36 meters. The problem with those was that if it was windy, past a certain point, you couldn't use it because the wind would just carry the fertilizer wherever. And we also found as well, that with this machine, although we didn't have this brand, I can't remember what the brand of it was. It was German, I know that much. But we could place the fertilizer exactly where we wanted it. It was kind of, you took out the element of chance. With this machine, we found that we could put the fertilizer exactly where the fertilizer needed to be. And as I say, as well, when the disc spinners, through wind, were being sort of stopped, because you just couldn't spread. This machine, we sort of found we could keep going because we weren't throwing it, we were dropping it essentially. It was a much more efficient, more accurate way of fertilizing, and we really liked it. And so I did odd bits. I didn't do a great deal of fertilising. Again, wasn't really my job. As I've said before, my job was mainly sort of ploughing and things like that. But so I did bits, but sort of filled in if people were on holiday or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, I have bored you for far too long. And I'm going to switch us over to some lovely music, and we'll do some time lapsing. Like I say, we'll probably, this field here that we did yesterday's episode, we will probably plough that up, and that will be the next field in. I'm wanting to move over to eventually doing grapes and olives and stuff like that. I basically want to use this series to do stuff that I don't normally do. Why not? So we'll eventually get some grapes and olives in. But for this time around, might make it another cropped Oh, honestly, I can't think today. I might make it another harvestable crop with the combine. So we've got a field of soybeans here. So we could, find like canola or something like that. Or we could even do sugar beet actually, because sugar beet would help us to feed pigs if we got some pigs. So that would be maybe an idea. But anyway, as I say, I've rabbited on for far too long, so I'm going to leave you with some lovely music, and I will see you at the end of the episode. Bye for now. So that's this field nearly drilled now, which is good. I decided to buy another tractor to try and help out a little bit, because obviously as the fields are getting bigger, the jobs are getting bigger as well. So that second tractor, well, this second tractor now, because we're driving the second tractor, is going to help out a lot. As I say, we can now have one doing one job, and me doing another job. We've got that third tractor should we need it, but at the moment I think these two tractors are going to cope admirably with the work that we've got. As you also saw, we brought the water bowser down. The next thing we need to do is to set up a water source, which until I brought the water bowser down, I was kind of like, okay, that's good. Where are you going to get your water from? So we're going to have to sort that out. I don't quite know what we're going to do there yet, but I'm sure we'll sort it out. The cows obviously are in. We did that at the beginning of the episode, and that's looking good. So I think the next main thing that we need to do now, because I think equipment wise we're probably set up, just in case you're wondering actually. Oh no. Why does that keep jumping? Oh well, sorry. I've just realised that's gone from 30 metre tram line, from 24 metre tram lines now to 30 metre tram lines. So that's knackered me up. Darn it. Well, originally the reason it was 24 metre tram lines was because the fertiliser spreader that we've got is 27 metres. Well, obviously 27 won't go into 6, as we know. And so therefore I thought if I do it 24, yeah, we'll be overlapping 3 metres, but the auto shut off will shut the sort of however many nozzles that is, going to be overlapping. It will shut those nozzles off. So I was kind of like, yeah, that will be fine. That will work a treat. But for whatever reason, that has changed me back up to 30 metres, and I don't know why. That did it last time. So there's obviously a button combination that I'm pressing somewhere. The problem is that my little boy the other day, he didn't decide, he accidentally dropped my keyboard, and quite a lot of my keys now don't work. I am waiting for a new keyboard. It's not a case of I'm going to persevere with it. I am waiting for a new keyboard to come, but yeah, he dropped my keyboard, and the vast majority of my keys now don't work. So I've had to change some of my key bindings, obviously, until my new keyboard gets here. I've had to change them. Well, the problem is I changed them to what was convenient for me, but the one thing I kind of sort of have realised while I've been drilling is that whilst it was probably convenient for me, it means that I think I've got a few key bindings now that do the same job. So I can't wait till the new keyboard gets here and we can get back to the original key bindings and everything will be okay again. But but we finally managed to record a whole day on Calmlands, which is what is part of the rules, and so far so good. I've not had no memory messages yet, so fingers crossed. Hopefully everything should go okay, and yeah, it's been a good episode. Well, if I do say so myself, but it's been an enjoyable episode for me to record, is what I mean. But yeah, as I say, the next thing we're gonna concentrate now on is putting a water source in, and then flattening further and building. There's some sheds and different things for the tractors and the implements and equipment to go in. We'll also build a bit of a farm, not much of a farm builder, as you've obviously already realised through Britons and what have you, but I still like the feature in FS, but yeah, so there we go. That's that field drilled. Hopefully not too many tram lines went over to 30. We'll have to wait and see what happens in that regards. And just in case again you're wondering why I had to reset the GPS all the way around the field on both straights, was because my keyboard and a lot of the keys don't work. I can't slide the lines over, so I have to reset them every time. But as it was, it actually worked out okay in the end. So I'm not too displeased. I've really enjoyed using the drill. I was a bit worried actually that I kind of bought the drill and then sort of thought, well, it was 200 horsepower, and I've literally bought a tractor on the limit of its sort of minimum horsepower. Normally, if I buy something for 200 horsepower, I usually like to put a sort of 250, 260 tractor on the front of it just to give it that little bit extra. But so I was a bit concerned, and that tractor doesn't look nowhere near big enough to pull that drill. And the reason I didn't have the front wheels put on was because I don't know whether Farming Simulator simulates this or not, or Simulator simulates this or not. But I decided not to have the front wheels on, even though it would be handy because they would obviously act as a press and firm it down. The reason I didn't have them on was because I was trying to save weight. So my thinking behind the whole thing was that without all of that on the front, the drill would be significantly lighter to pull. The one thing I did notice actually while I was drilling, and I did some in cab today, which I know I missed a bit, but that was just until I because once upon a time I couldn't play the game out of the cab, and then I kind of got into the habit of playing sort of outside the cab, and sort of I want to go back to sort of recording inside the cab again because it's a bit more authentic and it kind of helps with the immersion and everything. But yeah, I got the wrong the wrong GPS line and was drilling. I'd missed a bit, but yeah. So, but the one thing I did notice while I was in cab, which is what I was going to say, was I would have liked some tyre tines just to take out the wheelings, or wheeling tines, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I would have liked a set of them on two on each side, just to follow the wheels, just to break up that compaction. Again, Farming Simulator doesn't simulate that, but that's what I would have liked to have had as an option on the tractor, or on the drill even. Sorry, if I'd have been buying it from a proper dealer, but it wasn't an option in the store when I made sort of some modifications. But as I say, we're going to leave. Okay, why is he not? Oh, I know why. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, it's good to have a ride in the cab as well. Well, that is a beard and tosh going on there, my friend. But yeah, so I'm going to leave Cosplay to roll this, and I'm going to call that it for the episode. Mainly because I don't want the video to just suddenly stop because I'm out of memory. Like I say, I haven't had the warning yet, but I think we probably won't push it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It really does help the channel. I would just like to say as well a massive thank you. At the time of recording this, I'm up to now 301 subscribers, which is just incredible. 275 was my limit for till June the 1st, so we're now going to change that to 325. And I know that there's an awful lot of people that watch my videos that don't subscribe or haven't subscribed, so you know, it's free to do, it's easy to do. You just got to press that button, press the notification bell, and then you know, you've done it, and that's all that's required from you. It really does help my channel to grow and bring my content to a much wider audience. Having said all that, thanks ever so much for joining me on this episode. I've really enjoyed having your company. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.